My name is Ty Campana.
I'm Katie Husselby. Haley Buchanan.
Nico Lajat.
Stephen Jardina.
Val Mamish.
Cara Fusco.
In 2016, 7 Waltham High School students explored places throughout New England that have been said to be haunted. They investigated and filmed the unknown in hopes of learning the truth behind the infamous rumors. Do you believe in the paranormal?
I'm Seamus. I'm the guest service manager of the Omni Parker Hotel. We are the oldest continually operating hotel in the United States. We go back to 1855. It's one of the most haunted hotels in the United States. Anything I'm going to tell you today is gospel. It's true. It happened. One that was recent, and this only happened a few months ago. We'll start there. A woman was in the lobby with her husband, and I'm just standing in the lobby, and she starts dragging him, like actually dragging him towards me. And she's like in mid-conversation, she's like, do you know that my husband comes home every night and goes to the bedroom, dumps out his pockets of all his change, his pen, his pencil, his keys, his receipts, all his little crayons, whatever he might have, and he leaves them on there. He did it last night. We're in the room, the door was locked, we were going to bed, and he took out all his junk and he threw it on the bureau. She said she woke up the next morning, all the lights were on, the door was still locked. She looked at the bureau, all the coins were in neat little piles, next to the receipt in the nice pile, next to the pen, next to the pencil, next to the keys. Everything was all lined up. She checked out Wednesday. Another couple stayed here Thursday and Friday, also staying on the 7th floor, told the exact same story to the front office manager on Saturday when they checked out. We have this businesswoman, she stays here, she's a big executive, stays here in the hotel probably once every 2 weeks. She's just not the type that's gonna juggle balls and tell you stories. So she gets in late, she goes to sleep. All of a sudden about, it's really cold, it's last spring, she's got the heat blasting, she's under the covers. All of a sudden about 3 in the morning, she wakes up, the room is freezing. And she doesn't know why. And all of a sudden she hears a little boy's voice saying, "Mommy, Mommy." So she's like freaking out saying, okay, I got a big business meeting tomorrow. This little boy can't do this. I got to find out where the noise is coming from because I'll call security. She gets up to go listen to the wall where the headboard is right next to her. And she hears, "Mommy, Mommy," and it's not coming from there. So she goes to the other wall. "Mommy, Mommy," it's not coming from there. So she goes to the window. "Mommy, Mommy," it's coming from outside the window. She's like, it can't be. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. It's freezing out. I'm on the 5th floor. All of a sudden, it starts coming in towards her. "Mommy, Mommy." She freaks out. She jumps into bed, and all of a sudden, she pulls up the covers. It's right next to her. And it's saying, "Mommy, Mommy." And she turns on a light, and nobody's there. Plenty of times, all the bellmen, because the bellmen are all over the floor, especially on the 10th floor, they see orbs going down the hallways, just disappearing into the walls. We had a gentleman that was a whiskey salesman that had room 303. He died in the room. To this day, people, especially women, that get room 303 will wake up in the middle of the night and they swear that somebody kissed them and they smell cigar and whiskey breath.
The 3rd floor of the Omni Parker Hotel has experienced the most paranormal activity throughout the facility. Many people believe that this is because it was the final resting place of the actress Charlotte Cushman when she died at the Omni Parker Hotel in 1876. In room 303, guests have reported seeing strange shadows. The bathtub water mysteriously turns on by itself. Since these reports, room 303 has been turned into a storage closet without any explanation from the hotel. Although nothing has been confirmed, there are rumors of a guest having committed suicide in room 303, possibly explaining the paranormal activity. I
believe it's 10:07. We used to have airline crews come in, and they would call down to say that there's noise in their room, that there's somebody going back and forth on a rocker. But we don't have rockers in any of our rooms. We have a Bosworth section, the section that was built in 1886, and I think it's on the 10th floor. I'm going to be honest, I don't know the room number, but there was a housekeeper that worked. They have certain sections they work every day, and there was a woman that died in one of the rooms, and she swore that 2 or 3 times she would turn to get something like a pillowcase or an extra blanket or whatever and look it over the bed, and there was either an imprint of a body or she actually saw the woman lying there dead. Charles Dickens stayed here for a full year while he did his American tour, and he read the Christmas Carol for the first time in America in our lobby to the Saturday Monthly Club. Now, the Saturday Monthly Club comprised itself of Emerson, Hawthorne, Whittier, Holmes, Agassiz, Longfellow, Thoreau. These are the literary giants of their day. If you can think of any president from Ulysses S. Grant and up, they've either stayed here, dined here, made a speech here. We almost had Lincoln, but Lincoln was busy. And it was so funny. You can even Google this, look it up. It's not like a little paragraph he wrote us, like, really sorry, busy, president can't make it. It was like, I'm sorry, really sorry, I'll make it next time. And he just went on and on and on. We had another mother and daughter. They said they were kind of clairvoyant. They actually spoke to myself and the general manager at the time, Dick Mason. And where they came up to us and they said, the daughter woke up around 5 in the morning, right before daybreak, and she looked at the end of her bed, and there was a man in like 1800s clothing. She went down a couple hours later to our breakfast room, Parker's, and before she sat, so even after all these years, Harvey Parker is still checking up on his guest.
While the Omni Parker Hotel is known as one of the most haunted hotels in America and is still open today, nothing paranormal occurred during our visit to prove this. We found the stories told by the hotel staff inconclusive, but nevertheless, the Omni Parker Hotel remains a mystery.